So I'm not sure, but it could be that there are a few red herrings that are sent to that you send offs, like they try to send people off into speculative directions. What this does is it embarrasses somebody who might think that they have some kind of contrary perspective or evidence. So it's like so crazy that I can write you off immediately as a lunatic, and it'll dissuade people from looking some such videos as like his ring finger, the ring on his finger suddenly changed to his pinky, and it doesn't look like he has the requisite motion. It was so brief, like, you know, some people might change their ring finger almost subconsciously. They don't even think about it, like they just, you know, unscrew it and put it back on a different finger, and they just do that. But it happened very quickly, and what you would speculate from that is so wild that it could be one of those Photoshop red herrings. It's just like they get people to burn their bridge, so to speak, like crying wolf. But I mean, that can also give you a feeling that maybe you can't tell anybody, but it can just, you're just like, I'm just gonna uninvest myself from this, because it's gonna be a fat chance that if what I'm thinking is true, that anyone is going to give it very much airplay. But they probably should go ahead and do some trajectory and some ballistics reports and on the caliber and all that shit. Like, they probably should do that. They did skip over because they're so certain, and nobody's looking for that, which, you know, along with a couple of red herrings and wild like theories, they get away with this shit all the time. And it'll be like 70 years before any thing gets, like, you know, unclassified. By that point, nobody's looking for it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm almost fed up with this subject. I'm almost fed up with hearing about it. Like, need to escape, you know? I imagine everyone else is trying to escape it. But I'm not going to pretend that I'm not doubtful, you know? Like, this, I think he's a patsy. I think that boy is a patsy. Like, a couple of things happens after like a patsy realizes that the people that radicalized him are now like saying that's a horrible thing, you know? Like, it's like he thought that they would have been like, yeah, serves him right, you know what I mean, got him, you know? But instead they were like, this is horrible, and first off, we just want to say that, you know, it's just a tragedy. And then he's like, what? The other thing, what if he's sitting there and fucking he hears the pop and sees the shoot, and fucking he hasn't even fired? Kash Patel is co-opted, like, to pretend like that, you know, there's no Epstein list, and they took him fucking they cycle through these like suspects and shit, like they're making the story as it goes. Like, they're making this shit up as we go. Would that would have been a failure for them to have to do so, but they can get away. I mean, they can get away with this. And can you imagine if fucking Jimmy Kimmel was right, or the people that say, like, you know, he's obviously one of, you know, the shooter was obviously MAGA or whatever. Like, could you imagine, like, it'd be the ones that's closest to you, and it always has been, right? So it's like, I told you, like, people are gonna start getting like they're getting shot when they're surrounded by their adoring fans. They're getting like all like it looks like they're in Illiputian land with like the little like the lollipop guild, and everybody's like partying and it's all happy and everybody's love. And this Secret Service, this rainbow and everything, like it's like, something's up. Like I don't trust it.